Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are starting the Blackwell Legacy, and as usual every episode has been recorded already before release, which makes the game a lot more fun for me, so no spoilers and everything. But I'm not sure if this is the first Blackwell Legacy. I could have looked it up. I did it one time. I got 4 of them. There's 5 right now, I believe. Maybe 6 already. But I was also told that you could play them out of order. So let's just see what the Blackwell Legacy is all about. Made by Watch It Eye Games. Sure, you know what? We're noobs. In addition to on-screen instructions, you can view the instructions by clicking the help button on the option screen. That's good to know. But look at this, day 1. Look at the awesome pixel art. I love it already. I've heard good...
So, I guess this is it.
There's also voice acting.
Years of watching and waiting and hoping, and it comes down to this. Do I love you? Do I miss you? I don't know for sure. I hardly know you. But you're the closest thing to family I've got, and I suppose that's something. Goodbye, Auntie.
But I've heard a lot of good things about the Blackwell series.
Wherever you are.
So it's time for me to hop in. And apparently we just threw some ashes over that. What the hell was going on there? Watch It Eye Games presents a game by Dave Gilbert. Dave Gilbert is a very familiar name for me as well. Mostly because I probably had some sort of contact with him on Twitter. Hey Dave, if you're watching, thanks for creating the game. A gazillion years ago. And they even made their own engine. That's pretty neat. Right, so we are in New York City. As you can see by the Eiffel Tower there on the left. It's not an Eiffel Tower.
What a morning. At least I'm home now.
It's the Statue of Liberty, which was, if I recall correctly, designed by Mr. Eiffel, who also designed the Eiffel Tower. Anyways, it's French, and it was a gift from France to some other country. Forgot which one. They didn't want it, and then they were like, hey, New York, you want something? And they're like, okay, thank you. Interacting with objects. To interact with objects or characters, move the mouse cursor over them and left click. There's a strange kid standing in front of Rosa's door. Try interacting with him to see what he wants. So we are Rosa. What do you want?
Hi there.
Hi?
So who are you visiting today?
What? Express surprise? Okay.
Huh?
Seriously, who are you here to see? I can't let you in unless you tell me.
I live here?
No, you don't. I know everybody in the building. I don't know you.
What are you talking about?
Really, I live here.
Nice try. I know everyone in this building, and I don't know you. Sorry.
I've lived here for 5 years.
Then how come I've never seen you before?
I have no idea. Doesn't matter.
If you lived here, I'd know you. That's all there is to it.
What?
Who the hell are you?
Jim Burdo.
All right, Jim. Where's the regular doorman?
Geez, where have you been? He's on strike.
He's what?
Strike. All the building servicemen in the city are doing it. Union rules or something. I stepped in to help because I know everybody.
How come nobody told me?
Notices were posted all over the building. I put them up myself. If you lived here, you'd have seen them.
Who pays attention to things like that?
Well, that's not my problem.
What? This is... What the hell is going on? Okay.
How long is the strike going to last?
I don't know. Could be a couple hours or a couple days, depending on whether they reach a settlement or not. I don't know the details.
Okay. I live here, though.
Listen, I really live here. 4th floor, number 4E.
4E. Isn't that apartment empty?
No! I live there, and I want to go there. Thank you very much.
Oh. Maybe you're telling the truth.
He sees reason, thank God.
You have any ID? A driver's license or something?
Yes, I have a driver's license. It's upstairs. In my desk drawer. Crap. Come on, this is New York. Who actually drives?
true, but I still can't let you in unless you prove you live here.
What? Okay, so our first problem is to get into the building. Also, I'm getting a lot of weird questions in my head. Is he telling the truth? Like, is there some sort of time shift going on? Another dimension, perhaps? What the hell? Appeal for sympathy.
Please, I've had a really tough morning. I need to get home.
Sorry, lady. Rules are rules.
Do I have proof?
I have my apartment key. Will that do?
Sorry, no. That could be any key.
Well, let's go upstairs and see if it works.
And leave the door unattended? Can't do it. Sorry.
Her voice reminds me of and I'm not sure, I could be an extremely dumbass fool right now, but her voice reminds me of the actress, the lady that plays, what's that show again? It's a new show where there's a guy trying to fix tapes for some sort of millionaire, and then all weird time shifty things. Okay, I'm asking for help, and I'm looking it up.
I have no ID, and you don't know me. What can I do to prove that I live here?
Well, can anyone in the building vouch for you?
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't really know anybody here.
How long have you lived here again?
Be quiet. Not all of us are social butterflies.
Okay, whatever. Hey, what about Nishanti Sharma? She could vouch for you.
I'm trying to look it up right now, but I can't find it currently. It's on Netflix, and it's pretty awesome. It has a number in the title, but yeah, my brain is so bad I cannot even remember the number. But there's this actress who's looking for her mother, and she uses a camcorder to investigate a building that she's living in the past, which is like 92, and then in the present day, a guy is trying to save or copy her tapes because they got lost in a fire, and then the stories intertwine. It's a pretty awesome series, but her voice reminds me of that actress. Doesn't really matter that much. Okay,
Who is this Nish?
Nishanti Sharma. She
Sharma?
lives in 4F. You know, right next door to 4E. You really don't get out much, do you?
Your point?
Nothing, but I'm sure she could vouch for you.
Great, call her up.
She's not here.
Of course she isn't. So I gotta wait here all day for her.
You might have to. Although, she usually goes to Washington Square Park in the mornings. You could look for her there.
Okay. Restate the obvious.
So, let me get this straight. You want me to go all the way to the park to look for a woman who might be there, and if she recognizes me, then, and only then, I'll be granted the privilege of entering my own home?
That's pretty much it, yeah.
This is really stupid.
I'm not the one who forgot my ID.
You know what? I'm not going to threaten violence.
I'll be back.
See you around.
He has a point. How stupid it is that he blocks the way to our own home. He does have a point. You're dumb for leaving your ID in your apartment building. Anyways, activating the inventory bar. Rosa is carrying something. Let's see what it is. To activate the inventory bar, move your mouse cursor to the top of the screen. Is it inventory or inventory? Inventory. I thought it was like inventory, not inventory, right? I don't know. Let me know. Inventory or inventory. Welcome to the inventory bar. Here you can access the objects Rosangela is carrying. So her full name is Rosangela? It's an odd name. In addition to accessing the game options, save, load, quit, etc. We got a letter. Looking at objects. To look at objects or characters, move the mouse cursor over them and right-click. Rosa has a letter in her inventory bar. Try looking at it to see what it is. First of all,
I've never seen this kid before in my life.
Okay, want to take a look at you. Dr. Donald Quentin, Bellevue Medical Hospital, New York, in New York. Miss Blackwell, my name is Dr. Donald Quentin, and I was your aunt's primary physician here at Bellevue Hospital. I have seen to your aunt's needs since she arrived here 25 years ago. Please accept my heartfelt condolences for your loss. Feel free to visit my office at any time. I'm sure we have much to discuss. Sincerely, Donald Quentin. Okay, so we also need to go to the hospital to talk with him. Exit. All right. Oh, the animation is so cool. You know what? Let's go to the hospital first.
Looks like an internal phone. For paging doctors or patients, I guess.
Should we use it?
I don't have anyone to call.
What about the doctor?
Locked. Whatever's back there, I can't get to it.
Okay.
You need a key to open it.
Okie dokie. Well, I guess we don't have a key. A poster.
I'm not stealing stuff from the hospital.
No. Take a look at it.
Some kind of motivational poster.
Okay.
It says that this floor is undergoing renovations. That explains a lot.
Because it's broken? A radio?
Just a small transistor radio.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Some small keys. One of them is labeled FB. I assume that means fuse box.
Yeah, pretty sure we can't get it with the guards here. Around the corner. Can I ask about Andy
Did you
first?
have contact with Lauren Blackwell while she was here?
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell. She was in temporary care?
No, she was in long term.
That's a whole different floor. This is the floor for temp patients.
I see.
Oh, so we're in the wrong spot?
So what exactly happens here on the temporary ward?
It's just that. Temporary. Most insurance plans only cover a 2-week stay, so this floor is designed for a high turnover rate. That's why the doctor's offices are usually down here. They need to be on hand when the new patients arrive.
What's with the lights?
Hey, old buildings, you know? Always got problems. If the plumbing ain't broken, the lights are on the blink. It's giving me a headache, let me tell you.
I'm here to see Dr. Quentin.
Uh-huh. Is he expecting you?
I've got this letter right here.
Okay, looks legit. Go right in. His name's on the door, you can't miss it.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. All right, we're already moving in. Oh, hey, Dr. Quentin.
Come in.
Dr. Quentin?
Yes.
I'm Rosangela Blackwell.
Oh, hello. Come in. Come in. You got my letter, I trust.
Yes, I did.
Good, good. My condolences on the loss of your mother.
She was not my mother.
Thanks. My aunt is at peace now, wherever she is.
Ah, quite right, quite right.
So you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yes, I did. But before we go into that, how are you holding up?
It's, you know what? With all the things that the dude in front of the apartment building, just give him the expected response.
I'm fine.
Okay.
That's good to hear.
You
You received the ashes?
Yes, I scattered them this morning.
I imagine you must miss her.
I do.
To be honest, I'm not sure what to feel. It's not like I knew her, or even remember her from before. She's like a stranger.
So why did you make it a point of visiting her all those years?
That is a good question. I think it's because she's family.
She was the only family I had. I guess I felt an obligation, like I had to.
And now that you don't have to?
What do you want me to say? Auntie's dead, life goes on.
So you'll just keep living, is that it?
Yes.
Keep writing your little book reviews in the paper, right?
You know about those?
It's hardly a secret. A number of the staff have read them, yes.
I didn't think a West Village paper would interest anyone up here.
I have to be honest, Miss Blackwell. The staff read them because they were more interested in you.
Wait, what? What the hell's going on? How do you know stuff about me, and why are you...
That's really creepy, Dr. Quentin.
Exactly.
Their intentions were purely benign, I assure you. It was your aunt they were primarily interested in. They wanted to know more about her family, And you proved to be, shall we say, less than eager to comply?
That's their problem.
Indeed. It was your choice to make. Your aunt was an interesting case. And now that she's gone, I was hoping you'd be more forthcoming with me. Just an informal chat. We can discuss her condition. And yours too, of course.
What are you talking about? What the hell is going on?
You never could find out what was wrong with her, huh?
No, we didn't. But she still remains a fascinating case.
Fascinating. I don't understand.
Forgive me, I speak from a purely professional perspective. I didn't know your aunt personally.
Neither did I, but fascinating?
It might come as a surprise to you, but yes.
But she was practically catatonic. All she did was lie there for 20 years. She'd sometimes twitch or mumble something incoherent, but I wouldn't call that fascinating.
Well, as you know, she wasn't exactly catatonic. We kept her sedated.
Right, she had outbursts.
Yes, and we had to sedate her heavily to keep her calm, especially in preparation for your visits.
What are you trying to say?
Miss Blackwell, we are not a nursing home. We're not content to merely keep a patient comfortable. We are, after all, in the healing profession. We were trying to heal your aunt, and to do that, we had to speak to her.
Wait, you spoke to Auntie.
We tried to.
Did she answer back?
After a fashion, yes.
I am so confused. I thought we were in a hospital. It appears that we were in some sort of mental institution. And why would they keep her sedated for my arrivals? What does this all have to do with me? Well, let's ask.
Wait, what do you mean by my condition?
Hereditary dementia is my specialty, Miss Blackwell. And in my opinion, there is significant cause for concern.
Sorry, did you say hereditary?
Yes, 2 generations. Your aunt and your grandmother before her.
My grandmother?
Yes, Patricia, I think her name was, right?
I never knew my grandmother. Auntie Lauren was it. There was nobody else. She couldn't exactly provide me with a family history.
Oh, I see. I had no idea.
Well, maybe you should have. Did anyone else come in to visit her besides me?
No, you are correct. I should have read the family history more carefully. I do apologize. I just assumed. Well, never mind. It doesn't change the fact that you should be concerned as well.
Go on.
Patricia Blackwell suffered her mental collapse at the age of 55. Lauren Blackwell underwent hers at the age of 40.
What are you saying? That the same thing is going to happen to me?
No, I'm saying that there is significant cause for concern.
Wait, so you're telling me that I will get dementia? Like, my grandmother got it at 55. My aunt got it at 40. Another question, where's my mom? One, was Auntie family of my mom or my father? Where are my parents? Who are my parents? I don't know anything about my grandmom. The only family member I know about is my auntie. She got dementia at 40. So 55 minus 40 is 15, which means that I should get it around 25 or maybe 30. Yeah. What the hell's going on, Doctor? Is this a Shutter Island thingy? Am I his patient already and I don't know anything about it, but he knows everything about me? Oh, interesting.
If Auntie spoke, why wasn't I told?
Miss Blackwell, do you remember what brought your aunt here in the first place? Her screaming, her hitting herself?
I was only 5 years old at the time, but I kind of remember.
In order to prevent her from doing harm to herself or to others, we were forced to sedate her. When we limited her medication, she simply reverted to her former state. Her natural state, I'm sorry to add.
What did Auntie say?
Nothing that made any sense. But one thing was clear. She was in great pain.
Pain? What kind of pain?
It's difficult to say, but it was immense.
How immense?
When we reduced her medication, the transformation was dramatic. Her eyes flew open, she thrashed, her screams. Well, we had to gag her eventually.
My God.
I know.
Did she still feel it when she was sedated?
We don't know. There's no way of knowing.
25 years.
I know.
Poor Auntie. So, I had a grandmother.
Apparently so.
How do you know about her?
It was in your aunt's case history when she was brought to us. Patricia Blackwell's symptoms were the same, word for word. Patricia's case was severe, and she was young, but it was chalked up to being an ordinary case of dementia. Until
Until it struck her daughter.
Until 20 years later, when it struck her daughter, yes.
It seems impossible.
Perhaps it's genetic, but we've detected no abnormality.
Okay.
So what should I do?
Right now, nothing. This type of thing is unprecedented. There is no procedure to go through, no medication I can give you. I just want you to be aware, is all. And come talk to me if, well, there's any concern.
Okay.
You couldn't find any other link between the two cases.
None, aside from the family connection. And a name.
A name? What name?
The documentation we had on your grandmother is minimal, but there was one interesting item noted. During her more lucid moments, she uttered the name Joey. Your aunt, too, would cry out that name on occasion.
Joey?
Yes.
Who's Joey?
We've been wondering the same thing for 25 years.
Who is Joey? Can we look at anything here now? Leave
Is there
the
anything
office.
else you need to tell me before I go?
Your aunt had some personal effects in storage. As the next of kin, you're the beneficiary. It's just a folder, some documents and so on. It's being sent to your address via messenger.
Oh, well, thanks for that.
It's no problem at all. Goodbye, Miss Blackwell. My schedule is fairly open now, so feel free to drop in anytime. I'm always happy to discuss my favorite patient.
Sure.
So we learned some valuable stuff about my aunt and my grandmother, and probably a condition that we also have. Can we take the keys?
I don't think I need any of these keys.
Okay then. then you don't. Alright, but that means that we're gonna go to the park to figure out what the hell's going on there, or at least find one person that can probably let us in to our apartment. So I want to thank you very much for watching The Blackwell Legacy, and I will see you next time.